Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, so Talk Tuesday. We're at the water today because it's hot. Oh! If I don't drop my phone, you'll spray my phone. Okay, so we've got Tucker, Murphy, Nova, Hamish, Phoebe, and Phoebe. Good. Okay, let's go. And we are, we also have a bajillion fishies following us today. I'm gonna get some more sure footing. Okay. So I'm not taking any chances with the weather, especially because the sun is out. So that's why we're here. And I don't know if it's just my body surrendering to the heat and being like, all right, if this is a thing, we're just going to make you more heat tolerant or what, but it's not too bad. Maybe because it's not as humid. That's what I'm going with. Murphy, out. Go. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So today, especially because it's hot out and like usually if you are taking your dogs for walks, they're shorter. And I will reiterate things to keep in mind. If you want to take your dog for a walk, just wet them down before you go. Take a hose, get them wet, make sure their feet get nice and wet because that's how dogs regulate temperature generally, is through their feet. And shorter walks, things like that. Having them work on walk, like doing puppy parkour, which I've talked about in the past, that definitely helps tire them out. And I mean, realistically speaking, I truly think the heat in general tires them out. Never mind exercise. Hold on. I did dog spot again. Oh. You can see like Hamish even this morning was like, no, I don't want to go. Just purely because of the heat, but now he's wet and he's happy about it. He even went for a little, that's his favorite little, like, he likes to swim there. I don't know why. He basically just floats himself down. It's very cute. Anyways, okay, so this way. So one of the things you can do is like a structured training session with your dog. And I want to sort of lay out what that looks like. And it'll be different depending on the age of your dog. Like a working dog who's used to doing training sessions and thinks it's fun and stuff like that, they can work for a while. They can work for a good 10-15 minutes with focus. But generally speaking, most dogs, especially if you're working on something new, about maybe 5-ish minutes, and for puppies even shorter. Like for Kronk, who is not with us today, for Kronk it's like 2-3 minutes. And the key is to keep them short and end on a positive so that your dog wants to continue doing them, and so you both don't get frustrated. So that's sort of my first tip, is keep it short and sweet. You can always do multiple training sessions, like you can take a break, everybody take a nap, regroup, and come back later. And if you are really struggling with something, like they're just absolutely not getting it, fall back on something that they do get and are confident with. Do that a couple times so they've basically forgotten that they were struggling, and that's when you end it. Hamish, thank you. Murphy, thank you. A lot of bird poop today. It's very exciting. Dogs are gross. Anyways, so yeah, tip number 1, keep it short. Tip number 2 is keep it sweet. So always make sure that everybody's having fun, including yourselves. Like if this is something that you're getting frustrated with, like back off, figure out a different thing, and don't fall in the water. Also key to your training sessions, do not fall and drop your phone in the water. Okay. It's in the sections where like I can't see. the bottom. These are always trouble for me. Okay. And the dogs are like, can you hurry it up? What they don't realize is I only have 2 legs and a stick. Okay, oh, and more fishies. I don't know if you guys can see those. But there's a huge school of them right up ahead. If they're still there, I will show them. Something has been spotted by the terrier. So yeah, and generally speaking, when I do structured training sessions, and like I still do them with Murphy and he's 7. So like, this is something you can do no matter what the age of your dog. I always start a session with, are you ready? And I end it with finished, so that they know when I say, are you ready? It's time to work. You might hear me say that to your, zoomies, to your dogs when I come pick them up. And the reason for that is like I'm getting them ready to work. Hey! Enough! Thank you. Oh, Froggy. Don't step on the Froggy. Okay. Okay, we should be good as more flat through here. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Bad thing about like doing this with no editing and stuff is I can't just pause it, go see what I was talking about and continue. But at least you get an uninterrupted view of what the pups are up to. So structured training, still do, oh, are you ready? And finished. Those are very important markers. I use them all the time. I use them on your dogs. And that's why. Now I don't use finished with them typically. I just like, when I want their attention and I want them to perform something like walk nicely with me to the car or come and get your leash on, anything like that, I will say, are you ready? And then say whatever we're gonna work on. Hold on. Steps. Oh God. Don't I? Okay. Tucker is always keeping a watchful eye on me to make sure I'm okay. It's actually pretty funny if I go in the water, which I'm trying not to do today. But typically if I go in the water, like in the deeper sections, they all come and visit and make sure that I'm okay. You know, because I'm doing something weird. But, yeah, okay. So tip 3 is have like beginning, and the words don't matter. Like, there it is. Giant school of minnow fishies. It's hard to see, but they're everywhere around this rock. Probably because it's in the shade. There we go. That's how you know you're in nice, healthy water. Anyways, so you could say beginning or let's work, or it doesn't matter what you say, just as long as you have a consistent say a word. This means we're about to work. That's something I picked up when I did agility with my first dog. So now you're sort of in, you're getting ready, your dog is ready, you're ready to do some work. Pick your, I call them drills, but pick whatever command you want to work on. And an important thing with that is start with something you know and then build on it. So like if your dog knows sit and you want to teach him to shake a paw, you start with sit, reward that a couple times, and then build on it to get the shake a paw. And this is also where marking is really important. So whether you use clicker training or whether you use marking or some combination thereof. She almost brought a hunk of tree with her. Oh, more fishies. I'll go through marking in another video because I'm already close to 10 minutes and I didn't mean to do that. But make sure you're using marking effectively to communicate with your dog. So like they know if they're on the right track or if they're not. Because just telling a dog what to do and then expecting them to know what that means or how to change what they're currently doing to fit what that means. So for example, if you tell a dog sit and they just stand and look at you, you approach them or you use the hand signals that I taught in another video, or like you do something that has them sit You say yes on the sit because they got it, and that's when you give them food. You don't just keep saying sit at them, because all you're going to do is turn sit into white noise, and they have no feedback. They don't know what's going on. So, hold on. Always suspect the terrier. What were you up to, Hamish? It's like nothing. You don't know. Yeah, and then so you work on whatever you work on, and then you conclude. You say finished, and generally speaking, they will want a nap because working their brain is pretty effective and tiring them out. Oh, you're right here. Okay. And then that's that. Like, keep it short, make it a fun part of your day. And if you have any questions about the kinds of things you can work on, thank you. The kinds of drills and stuff, just let me know. If you have any questions about this or any other video, you know what to do. Otherwise, hope you guys are having as much fun as your dogs are. And we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.